into studio mode, and there we go. Welcome to the Kino Corner, where we talk about the very best in movies, news, and trailers from a certain point of view. I'm here today with Kittyman and Lex.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. Welcome to the Kino Corner. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
Who the fuck was that? Oh yeah, hi.
Sounded pretty Scrimblo, but
Yeah, it was a little Scrimblo guy.
For those who don't know what that means, you'll learn eventually.
You'll find out. Everyone will know.
Get down with
Lucky you guys.
I guess today's
You'll know too.
Eventually it'll sink in. But as you can see in the bottom right there, today's topic is found footage, specifically found footage horror. Well, any found footage really, but I'm going to do a personal lean towards horror because that's what I know, and I don't know many non-horror found footage. But yes, and yes, Griffin, it will never.
It's around, but yeah,
it's less common.
It's less, but
it works better for horror.
It really does. It really does. Like maybe a good adventure, but I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. Because before we start talking about found footage movies, we have a few things to get through. A little bit of movie news, a little bit of trailers, and we're going to talk about any new and recent films or things right before we get to our main topic. So I guess let's jump right into it with a little bit of movie news.
Is that the noise it makes?
That's the noise movie news makes. It just like you're looking at Screen Rant and you just hear every time you click the page. I'm gonna record that and send it as an audio cue. So every time it switches to a slide, you just hear
Oh my god!
but first bit of news. Apparently, the movie Weapons is apparently so good that already there's in works for a prequel movie around a certain character. I will
say right now, this is the movie that I watched recently, and this is what I will be talking about, but I will not give spoilers.
Please don't, because I wanted to see it, and I missed my chance this week, but I have extra free time into the week, so I'm gonna.
Okay.
I also low-key want to go and see this.
Yeah.
I think you'd like it a lot, actually, Lex.
Okay.
You're not big on scary movies, though, right? They freak you out?
I mean, they freak me out, but I love them.
Okay. No, you'll love this one then. It's got some effective jump scares.
Yeah.
And I love the story.
Oh, Lex loves horror. I know there's two horror movies we watched together before. We'll get to do in recent films. One of them
dang it.
One of them she loves. But we'll talk about the monkey later. But now we're talking about weapons.
Oh god. I forgot about that one.
Don't worry, I'm here to remind you. But for now, we're talking about weapons. And whenever there's an announcement, I feel this early about a movie, it's like, oh shoot, like it's good. We're doing a prequel. We're doing a prequel. I think generally that's just a good sign. And is really telling of either just like how good the ticket sales are or how good the perceived quality of the movie is. Because it wasn't
both. It's making money. I think like the budget was like 38 million, and I think it like bust right through it at the first opening weekend.
Damn.
That's impressive.
Oh, it was made for 38 million. It's almost at 200 million right now.
Oh fuck! Oh god!
Currently, it's $199.4 million.
Damn! Yeah, no, it's it's getting a prequel.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Warner Brothers wants that money because every time they fucking see anything that does well, they got to franchise that shit.
Dr. Jones says it's at 7 hot dogs. I don't know what that means.
It's
God.
Me and him went to go see it. We know.
All right. All right.
It is a reference. It is a reference, and I will not explain.
Good to know. Man. All right, but I'm gonna probably forget about it.
I will not elaborate.
No, don't elaborate. I'm gonna forget about this after the podcast, but then right before I go see it, I'm just gonna think, what about hot dogs? What's going on with the hot dogs? And, like as soon as I see a hot dog on screen.
After the movie, I'll elaborate, and you're still gonna be somehow confused.
Probably.
I promise you.
Probably.
I promise you, because it is a reference. But I promise you, it makes sense.
But like, I know, and I talked about this movie probably. I think this is the third episode of Kino Corner. I brought up this movie particularly because of how much is going on with just the marketing. Just first off, how good it looks. I know a lot of like critics who have seen this movie, and their general consensus is, "Oh yeah, this is a great age for horror," and I'm just like, "Damn, okay."
Yeah, man. No, dude, I'm all for the pipeline of I do comedy and then pivot right hard into horror and become like some of the best horror writer directors. But I'm for it.
The comedy and
Zach
tragedy,
Kreger for this movie, Jordan Peele for his movies. Like, damn, dude.
Jordan Peele's movies are
Yeah.
great. Like, I will. The only one that I'm kind of like, I do like it, but I've heard it. I feel being overpraised is Nope. Like, I've heard some people say like, oh yeah, this is like the modern Jaws.
That movie was really. I feel like it was under. I feel like people hated on that movie way too much, and I loved it for what it was.
I loved it.
Modern Jaws is interesting.
I wouldn't go that far. It's good. It's really good. But Jaws is a very.
I think maybe
specific-
in the future it might be looked back on as like
maybe.
I want to say maybe.
Like, I know for my money, like just as far as matching tones and everything, I think Super 8 is closer to that, but that's also cheating because it's the same fucking director. But
Damn. Oh fuck, you're right.
Okay, that was actually a good movie though.
It
was
good
amazing.
movie.
Yeah.
But then again, J.J. Abrams.
Then again,
See, now someone's angry.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but
But yeah.
Weapons has made its money. It's getting a prequel. I'm already excited. I haven't even seen the movie yet. I've only heard good things, and I'm gonna dig out some time to go see it. I'm thinking actually Tuesday. I'm looking at everything, but we'll see. But next, what we have to talk about? Oh, this is a little piece of news that it's just slowly building my hype for it. Scary Movie 6. Well, no, it's like Anna Faris and Regina Hall are coming back. Like, that was very recently announced, and the Wayans brothers, they practice a soft continuity with their movies. Like, it's more about like returning characters and sometimes referencing stuff, but it's going to be the tone. Like, this is just, I don't know what this is going to end up being in the movie, but I'm happy to see them back because these were two like the best actresses in those movies. Like, I hope they didn't lose their stuff since then. I have been keeping up with their careers.
I have no idea. I've only seen the first film actually, so
Well, like, you still seen them. I think they were the two main. Were they the two main? No, I think they were side. I think Anna Faris was a side in the first one and the main in two. I forget. Like,
it's been
Anna
years
Faris
since
is in
I've
all of
watched
them.
that movie.
I know she was in all of them. I'm saying, like, I know she. Wait, was she in the later? Like, I guess like as a primary focus, she was more prominent in two, if I remember. But either way, like I'm just excited that they're.
No, Anna
coming
Faris
back.
was there from the very beginning. She played this character Cindy from 1 all the way to because she's basically
She was in
the
oh gosh,
the final girl, essentially.
Yeah, she was in the she. Oh gosh, I hope. What if they put her in like old lady makeup, but she's basically playing like a. Oh, what's her name in the Halloween movies?
Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be so fucking funny. Yeah, they find her like, they're gonna make fun of that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like she's like, after being attacked by like 5 different things and an alien, dictatorship, I need to go into hiding because I couldn't. And then like all the traps are gonna get activated as like the other person because there's gonna be slapstick in that shit. So like and they're just gonna totally ignore it, and he's just getting his ass kicked and be fucking flung everywhere and shit because by the traps are in the house that she forgets to turn off.
Oh, for sure. I am
That would be
I'm
hilarious.
so looking forward to
As
this.
they're like just trying to go into the living room so they can have the fucking interview that happens in the Halloween movie. Oh my god.
She'll have turned her house into either just this overly elaborate saw trap, or like somehow
Oh my god.
or
A
somehow
bounce house.
yeah, or somehow they're gonna work in a cabin in the woods, and she's like trying to contain all this shit. Oh,
There's
I
so
could
much they can do with it,
definitely
dude.
see that.
like again, this is just a little piece of news. I'm just excited that they're coming back, and all these little things are getting me more and more excited. Because to me, like the scary movie franchise, 1 was good, 2 was good, 3 was all right.
My
And then,
favorite.
like maybe I need to rewatch 3. There's a lot of things that are like I see, oh, they're all right, but I was also probably not in the right mind watching it. I'm more cognizant of stupid humor, or some would say more on the spectrum now, as than I was.
Oh, because that's why I like 3 so much. It's more of like that old like Leslie Nielsen
Yeah,
humor. I felt that's why it's my favorite one.
I need to rewatch them going forward, but like I do remember after 3, I personally was kind of like really not as into it. So
It fell off after 3.
yeah, and
4 had its moments, but they're few and far between.
yeah. So like seeing like it at the very least, it looks like they're trying to make this a return to form. Like, and I hope they succeed. I mean, Naked Gun apparently was a rousing freaking success. So take notes from that, please.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see. And the last piece of news. It's a small bit of news, but I think it's part of a bigger story. So Netflix's Frankenstein is coming to theaters.
Interesting.
What?
Yeah, Netflix is.
Hold on, I'm fine. I was today years old too. Holy shit, that's huge.
Yes, that's the thing. Netflix Frankenstein was to theaters, and apparently this past weekend, K-pop Demon Hunters had a sing-along in theaters.
It did. And it was so much cooler than that chicken jockey shit, dude, because it was I've seen videos of like during certain times in that movie where it's all just 13-year-old girls like belting out the lyrics to like the finale of that movie and all that stuff as it's happening, and it was fucking awesome. Dude, it was like in-game levels of badass.
I would love to have been in the theater for that moment, just to have everyone in the theater. This is what it sounds like. Like I would be just shouting.
yeah, dude, it was sick. Here, I'll send it to you when.
Yeah,
and I have it right here.
Yeah, just whenever you send it to me, because but this is just to me as part of a larger bit of news that it seems at least Netflix, but I hope all streaming services are now becoming cognizant that there are some movies that are like net streaming exclusives that some people want to see in theaters. Like,
yeah,
it's all. I know even
some movies deserve to be in theaters.
Yeah, like I know they're just going to be limited runs. Like if I remember right what I read, it's only going to be for like a week or two. But I'm probably going to go see this in theaters before I even think about watching it in streaming. Because
I also wonder if they're doing that because of the whole people don't want to buy the streaming services because they keep raising their cost and stuff. So I think that's also kind of why they're doing it, is to try and increase their money flow as well.
Oh, for sure.
By getting people who don't subscribe to those to be like, oh,
yeah,
but that does look like a good movie. So they're catching that audience too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They're catching that audience. So it's probably be a little Netflix presents, like almost like a Fathom presents thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
It goes back to something like we talked about a while ago, a few episodes. Like I don't think, and it's reinforced in my mind. I don't think theater is going away, but what we watch in theater is changing, and this to me is like the start of something big. Where I think there's going to be fewer like new things in theaters. There's still going to be like your blockbusters and occasional like things popping in there, but this could be like going forward, like now half of the theater screenings are like Fathom events or specialty screenings, or like here's some things that Netflix wants to show here, and maybe not Paramount. Here's some things that Hulu and Disney wants to show. Like if Disney kicks in on this as well, just to get that extra little bit of thing. That's going to keep the theaters floating for decades if Disney jumps in on this and starts replaying some of their classics in theaters.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
But like,
yeah, no, that would be a big thing. And then by making them special screenings and limited releases, they're also getting those that get that, fear of missing out.
FOMO is real.
FOMO, it is.
FOMO was very real. Like, and there are some movies that I watched in streaming that I know not everyone loved, but I would love to see them in theaters, like Electric State. Like, I still say, look, Electric State is not a perfect movie. It's not for everyone. Some of the humor is a bit, but for God's sakes, I get to see a taco play Flight of the Valkyries on piano. Like, I'm having a good time.
Hell yeah, dude.
But like some of the shots of the robots were like, I want to see it in theaters just for the scope of it. And it's those bigger movies that, like, I don't know if this is going to happen all the time. Maybe it is. Like I said, we just had K-pop Demon Hunters, and now they announced they're doing Frankenstein too. If Frankenstein does well, I truly believe that this is going to be the start of like the big transformation of theater, where like things are going to be simul release on streaming, as well as like a opening weekend or just like maybe like a week or two limited run in theaters to, as Lex pointed out, like just to draw people in, or like give people who already have a streaming service the opportunity to watch their big budget movies in a format they want. I assume that Netflix would be getting a cut, and then of course the theaters would be getting a cut. Which actually they wouldn't even have to raise the price. Just instead of like allocating that money to like to that Hollywood box office, it's just allocating to streaming, because these are like Netflix made movies, which is really interesting because like the theater's losing nothing out of this. It's actually almost, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, that's actually pulling money from Hollywood. In a very weird roundabout way. Huh. I'm sure it's fine.
It all goes back to movie theaters. It all goes back to the theater experience.
Everything is back to theaters. That's why we're in a theater here. Theaters.
That's why they say only in theaters, because they're proud of it. They want to be in theaters because they're proud of it.
I want to see a return of all the stuff we had in the 90s, including that one voice coming soon to theaters.
Yes.
Coming soon to own on VHS. What?
No, what? If we go back to VHS too, that'd be wild.
Oh God.
Physical media is forever. Buy a Laserdisc. But
I will need more space if we go back to VHS.
We all will.
What if they make tiny VHSs that are the size of DVDs?
Some would
that would be great.
Some would call them cassettes.
That's
great.
Oh, fuck.
Like this has the potential, and like if you have never learned about it, like the Frankenstein movie by itself looks fantastic. Definitely worth looking at in theaters. Gosh, Oscar Isaac, he looked
he looks so handsome as Dr. Frankenstein.
I know, man.
Like, is this your man crush?
I have a lot of man crushes.
He's up there. He's not the man crush though.
Like Oscar Isaac's up there for me. Idris Elba's up there for me.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be a topic I'll have to add to the list later. It's like, who is your...
We should do a fuck, marry, kill man crushes.
I love that idea.
Dude,
we represent up in this bitch.
All right, I'll put Smasher pass hot male actors, and we're going to have an all-male lineup. Be like, all right, let's do this, guys.
So that's how we begin the fuck, marry, kill tournament, right?
Hell yeah.
So because we get like just all the ones, they put them, and if they are in the Smash category, we throw them in the fuck, marry, kill tournament.
Yes,
we have a fuck, marry, kill tournament, and whoever's left standing is the ultimate crush.
It's the multi-part event coming whenever.
The man crush battle royale. Who will win the victory royale?
Who will be the Kino crush?
The Kino crush. Are they Twinkies or are they berries?
Oh God, there might even be a few bears.
I'm sorry, probably whichever's the most feminine looking one might be up there, so we'll see.
Coming this Sunday,
Sunday, and Saturday.
Sunday. We're going off the rails. I think that's the last piece of that's the last piece of news. Now we're off to trailers. Most of them there's thankfully not a lot of things most of these we'll get through quickly, but Gamescom dropped a surprising amount of trailers.
For movies. The movie side of media. Yeah. And shows.
Like, there's a lot of games for Gamescom I want to talk about, but this podcast specifically is for movies. If there's ever a gaming podcast to talk about it, I have words. But anyway,
dude, that's we don't got to talk.
That'll be something. That'll be another thing. But first, Lex, you might not know most of these, but Sekiro: No Defeat.
Yep, I did not watch that one.
So
it is a game.
It is a game. First off,
or are you talking about the trailer?
The trailer, like the trailer for the anime.
I didn't watch the trailer either.
So
I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna watch it.
So I don't have the context of the game because there's not a lot of talking in the trailer. I mean, this looks like Sekiro Jones or whatever the main character's name is, but
Sekiro Jones, like, are you trying to do like a Samurai Jack kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of.
I love that.
Call him Sekiro Jones.
Where it's gonna be almost no dialogue for like entire episodes and just purely action scenes. Dude, if they aren't cowards, they ain't fucking around. That'd be the way to go.
They might be because I recall there's only like 2 or 3 lines from well. There are lines in the trailer.
I might watch this. I might watch the trailer now.
Yeah.
I just want to go into it blind.
Go into it blind. I won't say much about this, but apparently some people are not the biggest fans of the animation. Look, it's not my favorite animation style, but I look at this as like.
Is it 3D CG?
No, it's not 3D.
Or 3D anime?
It's not 3D anime.
Okay.
It looks. God, I think it's the same guy who did. What's that? If it's not the same guy, it looks like it. You know the Star Wars Visions?
Uh-huh.
You know that short, The Duel?
Oh, yeah?
It looks like that same thing. AI-assisted animation is the claim. That's what Butcherson's saying. If that's what's going on...
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going in, I'm looking at it a little bit. I'm seeing what you mean with that.
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it looks similar, but there's things about AI-assisted animation and people not liking it. If it's AI-assisted, that may change a few things. Like, they came out with a statement that says they did not use AI. So,
yeah, 3 days ago. Yeah, apparently the director came out and was like, absolutely not. It is all exclusively hand-drawn.
Okay. That's fantastic.
Good.
I think people just think it looks weird because it's like it looks like classic anime, but it looks like it was upscaled like it was.
Yeah, like
I can see where people are coming from with that.
It looks
by looking at a little bit of this trailer. I'm just kind of skipping through it. I'm not watching it all, but I'm looking at it. It's like every time I pause, that's what it looks like. It looks like, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
how that's impressive to make it look like that.
It looks like someone got a
to where it does. It looks like like early 90s, early to mid 90s, like samurai anime.
Yeah,
or OVA anime, or just like OVA animation style.
Yeah, like someone got a 90s OVA and just hit the enhance button like 30 times on it.
Yes, yeah. Which is like I can see why some people think that, but I think it's really impressive that they managed to make it look like that.
Yeah, it's definitely better than a samurai gun. God, that's still in my brain.
Honestly, I would be fine if they used crazy 3D
blood splatter.
But that's the noise. That's the noise it makes.
No. Oh. Yes, the samurai brain rot. You did this to me, but like shortly after you left last night, I kind of popped into their chat and they were watching Samurai Brain Rot, and then I kind of tuned in and
which I didn't even know existed until we started watching that. And they're right.
So, whoa, nice. But
thank you. Sorry, I went away from the mic to do that to save you guys that.
No, golf clap for that. Very nice. But,
Thank you.
But
thank you.
I guess to keep my 7.5, yes, to keep my ran away from the samurai.
Who said that?
That was Butch. He gave it a 7.5.
Oh, okay. I thought it was fucking Alex. I was like, motherfucker, don't rate mine so high. Then rate my girlfriend's low.
Now Alex now he's gonna give you a 10 just to spite you.
I know. He's like, that was like the best one I've ever heard. It would have been even better if you leaned into the microphone, but I know in my heart of hearts that was the best one. A 12. And I just cry, and I hear Bree from the other side of the world going,
cinematic gas could have been better. Triple S.
smoking sexy style. Hot damn.
Hey. Well, this is the Kino corner. We rate burps. Anyway.
Yeah. Fuck your movies.
Anyway. So, let's bring you back down to reality with Devil May Cry, Kitty Man. I know you're going to have more words about this than I will.
Fuck! Fuck! Okay, I had to get that out.
Go off, King.
I have thoughts on
Take it away.
Season. I have thoughts on the first season as a more recent fan of DMC. I actually was not a DMC fan until like maybe a couple of years ago when I finally went through it and I realized, oh my god, I was missing out on this amazing franchise. Even though maybe
can somebody explain what DMC is? Because all I got was an acronym.
It is.
Sorry, Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's weird how they decided let's make the characterizations of Dante perfect, but the other fan favorite character that takes a majority of the screen time doesn't, and we're gonna make her talk like a fucking Vivzy Pop character the whole time. I hate what they did to you, lady. I'm so sorry.
It does seem like, just from an outside perspective, looking at, so I have very much an outside perspective of the first season trailer and the second season trailer. Haven't watched the first season yet. My outside perspective is it does seem like that rabbit dude in season 1 is meant to just carry everything, because it looks like a lot of emphasis was just put into the villain and just like, ooh, we got Dante. But the trailer for the second season is really leaning into Dante versus Virgil, 8 episodes of Dante versus Virgil. Like, it really.
So yeah, I'll give it one thing. I'll give the series one thing. The action scenes, even though they use some really crappy looking 3D anime for the enemies for some fucking reason, like they use them on giant humanoid guys for some reason. I'm like, hold on, that's easy to animate. Why the fuck would you not want to do that?
Yeah.
But then, yeah, it's just weird shit. Like weird decisions like that. But otherwise, the fight scenes were awesome. So I feel like they might do it justice. But I also feel like I think they're gonna fuck up Virgil's character, man. I think they are, and like it's just gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
Even though I know he's just edgy Mick, I must get stronger Sasuke-kun before Sasuke was popular. But he actually had shit to back it up.
But what's that joke from that Badger did? It's like, if he ends up just owning everything, it's like, all they did was make him lore accurate, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He is the story.
Yeah, exactly. I see from the get go on his spoilers on his final line in the first season. Even I had to roll my eyes. I was like, "Oh, shut up." It was like, "Oh my god, I get it, because he's the storm that's approaching. Look at the song and the meme. That's all Adi Shankar knows. Like, I'm also on the internet. Look at this meme," and he like cries behind his little mask that acts like nothing fucking bothers him because he knows the internet hates him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're imagining it. Yeah.
I'm imagining everything. Like,
anyways, that's my thoughts on it.
All I know is the closest I've ever come to playing a Devil May Cry game is when I played Hi-Fi Rush. Look, from what I've seen of one of the recent
That's
Devil May
fair.
Cry games and how like the combat system is paced out and how they rate individual fight segments, I'm not saying it's the same as Hi-Fi Rush, but they're noticeably similar.
No, because here's the thing. That is the closest you're getting to Devil May Cry without actually playing Devil May Cry, because
Yeah.
that game, that's why I wanted to play that game when they shadow dropped it. I was like, dude, I'm about to fucking buy this bad boy. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, there's gonna be music with my Devil May Cry that's a rhythm-based game? Fuck!
Dude,
Sign me up.
If I could share it with you over Steam, you don't. If there's a way for me to do that, you don't. Even, you shouldn't even have to buy it. I could just.
I have Game Pass, so I think I think it's
okay.
still on there.
Oh yeah, no, if it's on, definitely play it, because the game rewards you for keeping with the beat, but you don't have to, and I love that. But,
Interesting.
it's very good. But no, Devil May Cry. My uneducated normie ass looks at it and goes like, oh, that could be fun, but like, it seems the Devil May Cry fans are very opinionated. But
Yes, we are, but we know quality. That's why. Because this is the only time where everyone's upset for the right reasons and not because I don't like insert minority in my fucking movies.
It's that handshake meme. People who love Devil May Cry, people who hate Netflix are just agreeing.
Yeah. Bad adaptations. That's exactly it.
Now, the other adaptation they also released that, again, I know very little about this franchise, but I don't know, looks could be kind of cool, is Splinter Cell Deathwatch.
I had no idea what this was, and I watched the trailer and I was like, actually, this doesn't look too bad.
Yeah. It seems, I know the Splinter Cell games are like stealth, like military based, like you're kind of going, and I like stealth based games, so I've always kind of thought about dipping into these, but I'm not avid on just military shooters. Like you'll never catch me playing Call of Duty. You probably won't catch me playing Battlefield. Like the more realistic a game is for military stuff, the less likely I am to play it. Is kind of my shorthand. But even with that, every time I hear about like Splinter Cell outside of the context of their games, like hear about the story, hear about Sam Fisher, and apparently there's books, I don't know, but like I don't know, just the story of Sam Fisher just sounds interesting. Like they actually like they made a good character. So when I see this trailer, it's like, oh, that looks like it could be. Excuse me. That looks like it could be an interesting watch.
So the books came out before the video games. I just want to put that out there as an avid book reader.
Okay.
Sam, there are books. Tom Clancy is a famous author.
Yeah. Okay.
He's the one that wrote.
Unfortunately, he sold off all his stuff to Ubisoft.
I know. I know. I wish he hadn't, but he did. No, Hunt for Red October.
Butch.
Patriot games, stuff like that.
Butcher said, the fuck's a book? We watch movies.
Butch, I will fight you. I will fight you till the end.
Here, then?
The fuck?
The hell, Sam? I agree. No, kidding. I love you, Lex.
I know you do, but also Butch is gonna die after this episode, so I hope everybody says goodbye to him.
Run, Butch, run!
Better him than me.
Go ahead, ghosts can't touch me because they aren't real.
Hey! Boo, motherfucker, boo!
Ah, Jesus Christ, Lex!
Whoa!
Don't do that.
That's scary.
Yeah, dude. Sam, this is like the scariest guest we've had on.
It is. Lex, why are you so scary?
Boo.
Okay, that's better.
Anyway.
Yeah, just imagine you're in like a dark room. You see the three green lights from Sam Fisher's mask, and then you just hear the darkness. Boo.
Boo.
I don't have much to say. Like a lot, there's a lot of adaptations. Like I guess to go back to one thing that kind of it didn't disappoint me, wasn't there? But when I first saw the Sekiro trailer, I didn't pay attention to the title. I saw like the white reeds in like a Sam Samurai kind. I was like, is this a Ghost of Tsushima animation? Oh no, this is Sekiro. So because
Yep.
when they do the Ghost of Tsushima show, but when they do that show, I am going to
No,
be
you had the
all
first time, dude.
over that. I know I got it right, but it sounds like I'm doing a tongue twister.
That's fair. That's fair.
But and
Worcestershire.
the Worcestershire, but
Worcestershire.
no,
It's easy if you're Sean Connery.
it's
Yeah, exactly.
Worcestershire sauce.
That's why we need to go back to Hunt for Red October.
Yes.
Come on.
Let's go,
There
my
we go.
sweet.
It all goes back to OG Clancy.
Yes, let's go, my sweet. Let's go to the supermarket and buy some Worcestershire sauce so I can play
Okay,
some
I'm not
Splinter
gonna
Cell.
lie. Growing up, Sean Connery was my man crush.
Well,
That's fair.
He is sophisticated.
That's fair.
Yeah, there's no shame in that. He's a sexy man.
Yeah, my grandmother loved him
Incredible
too, so that was kind of weird. But anyway,
Ubi buying out Tom Clancy's property does suck, but to be honest, it's a nice retirement check. I'd do that too. Yeah. In this economy. But Che, let's go to the store and get some shots before I beat my
uh,
I'm gonna play some Splinter Cell while I beat my
no,
That's
the scariest thing on this show.
That's the new character in Kino Corner. Sean Connery beating his meat while playing Splinter Cell.
We need to have his picture like up in the corner.
We should put that on as a.
That's a shirt. Just Sean Connery just playing Splinter Cell. Get the Worcestershire sauce. The next trailer. Here we go. This is one that I am very excited. I'm not looking at this like, oh, that is cool. Like I saw season 1, Fallout season 2. Ooh,
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
dude.
I like that they showed that there's going to be a death claw without showing the death claw.
Me too. Very smart of them to do.
Just God,
I'm excited to see how it looks in the actual show.
And I'm glad it's a straight up continuation with the same actors. It's like I just love that opening line. It's like, oh, you're looking for someone you love or someone you hate. Now that's a very good question.
Very good question. Yeah.
it's so good. Like you would like the Fallout show.
Mm-hmm.
Like
okay.
Like it's.
I'm trying to get Braden to hurry up and watch it because I want to talk about it with him because he loves.
What is it on?
Prime.
It's on Prime. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have Prime.
I will stream it if I have to.
Okay.
So season 1, I have access to. I can. I might be able to send them to you. I don't know. I'll have to. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. I just have a folder with episodes in it, but that's neither here nor there. But no, this season, the guy that got to play Mr. House. Oh my god, so delightfully smug.
Oh, dude, if they nail his fucking characterization in this show, this is gonna be peak. Because Mr. House is on a whole nother fucking level in the game. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, and as someone who has played New Vegas is like I think the only Fallout game I have played for an extended period of time. So that's why.
Yeah.
So I see all these locales, like I see the T-Rex, and I'm just like, are they gonna touch on that character? Because if that's that character blowing up in the trailer, yes. But
yeah. So here's the thing. It's also why people are a little worried.
Yeah.
Because they basically confirmed the show is canonical to the games, for one.
Mhm.
2, it takes place after New Vegas.
Oh.
So people are worried about them canonizing endings.
Yeah.
Because it directly, because you know it fucks up, like, it's like all endings are canonical depending on what character you're playing, kind of thing. Where
Mhm.
it's like they try not to hard have lore for like the game endings
Yeah, and
because they want it to be your choice. That's how it is at the end of it. But even though Fallout 2 pretty much, like the original Fallout 2 already canonizes an ending for Fallout 1.
Yeah. I think
So, I
that
mean, you
they're
know,
gonna
it doesn't follow any set rules, but I think it'll be interesting. If they do it right, I don't think anyone's going to care. But if they
Yeah.
fuck it up, people are going to care.
I don't think they're. I think they're gonna at least try to do it right because I think one thing we're gonna have to come to terms with is they're gonna make a decision about. It's either gonna be a broad like a mishmash of a few endings that are canon or just hardline one. There's going to be.
And for
some
New
canon.
Vegas, they can do that
Yeah,
because there are also character endings for everyone.
there is, and I will say the fact that they showed the oh god, what's the name of Caesar's forces?
Caesar's Legion.
Caesar's Legion. The fact that they showed them, that tells me it's very unlikely that the one where the NCR wins is the canon ending.
Uh-huh.
Good, because fuck the NCR. I mean,
yeah, no, I mean, I agree. Fuck the NCR.
So,
no, 100% agree. So that's out. So they're probably gonna go for one that everyone thinks is probably what's gonna be best for the story.
It's
in terms of like, oh, this is well written because like it just kind of fits what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and given what I know about
because if they depending on what they choose, sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting. But it's thought it'd be interesting to say that like there are certain endings that would be fucking wild if they do go down that way.
Yeah.
Like if someone choosing the house always wins, which a lot of people are saying the house always wins, because everyone's like, why would they be showing him so much if he's gonna be playing a major character? So either the house always wins, which is fucking wild. But it's a great ending. It's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Which means that Dr. House, after New Vegas, has control of the strip and it's its own thing, and all his like bots upgraded to basically be his own personal army that can actually take on, if he wanted to, like entire like cities and shit.
I would say it's
because you want the NCR to get out, Caesar's Legion to get out, and you want everyone to get out, and Hoover Dam was theirs.
I would say it's either that or the wild card. But
I can see that one too.
If they do, there is one like character ending. I don't think they're going to go to this locale. It's that one of the first towns you go to, the one that's like in the roller coaster where you have to like decide the mayor of.
Novak,
yeah.
Not Novak.
Isn't Is it Novak?
No, Novak was the T-Rex. Let's start with a P.
But you know what location I'm referring to? That's the one where you have to decide who the mayor is.
As like yeah.
But if they somehow make it canon that the robot is mayor, I am going to laugh my ass off because I always
I hope so too.
I always choose the robot because it's funny. And,
absolutely.
Well, the other two options suck. You have one dude who just sucks. Yeah. Well, I was thinking like there's that young deputy that just sucks. He's just awful. Like,
yeah, he doesn't want to do it. Clearly,
yeah.
You probably got tricked into doing it.
Yeah. And then you have the other dude, that little, but no, like,
but
no, I'm excited for the potential of the show. No matter what, like after season 1, I trust that there's going to be a bit of enjoyment in this one. So I'm going to give this definitely a fair shake. This series looks really, really good so far. And I hope we get Fallout Season 3 where they go to, I don't know, what was Fallout 76 based on?
Oh God, Appalachia.
The
Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're gonna film it at Appalachia. No, I'm kidding. But no.
Thank God I got out.
Yep. But next one. Ooh, this is one I have a feeling y'all may not have watched this trailer. Beast of War.
I actually did watch
I looked
that
into
one.
it.
So whenever I decide on trailers, and y'all know I ask y'all, like, is there any trailers I missed? Anything y'all want to talk about? I will talk about the things that everyone's going to talk about, like we did with all the stuff from Gamescom. I wanted to talk about this trailer because not only does it appeal to me, but it shark movies are a dime a dozen. Heck, last night we were
Yes.
joking about that we were looking through all the
Oh,
different
God.
titles on Tubi. You saw how the
There was a lot.
two-headed shark attack, three-headed shark attack, four-headed shark attack, seven-headed shark attack,
Holy shit! They made 6 of them.
Yeah, Shark and Saw Prison Massacre, which is a real fucking movie. Also,
that sounds badass though.
Also, there is a movie that if you look at a cover and you see like a humanoid shark like looking up, almost like it's howling with a moon in the background, what do you think the plot of that movie is?
Werewolf.
You know what?
You think it's a were shark, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what the synopsis of that fucking movie is?
What?
Nazis launched indestructible sharks on
Oh,
the
it's
moon.
always fucking Nazis,
Yeah,
man. What the fuck?
So there's indestructible sharks on the moon that have now evolved arms and legs,
Actually,
and now we have to fight them
Russia,
because
but-
fuck the Nazis. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But this movie, like, what a lot of like weird shark movies get wrong is they just try to. That's why we have like Mega Shark and Sharktopus and all these like extra stuff. Is to make the shark gimmicky and scary. They think they have to do all this extra stuff. But one that like I would say this and like The Shallows gets right is we all know sharks are scary. Sharks are terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to improve upon that. It's all about the situation that makes it scary. Like and
Yes.
and you have these Australian soldiers in 1942. They got their boat shot down. As they're drifting along, there is a man-eating shark basically following the scent of blood from wounded soldiers, picking them off one by one. That's scary as fuck. Like you
Yeah.
don't need to add anything
Because you
to
know
that.
they're already fucking injured and shit. So
Yeah.
oh man.
Well, and
No,
it's
that
even
sounds
more
intense.
scary because it's based on a true story.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know I've definitely heard stories about like that and like different ships like basically having that and like hearing about how like oh my god, there was like this big old ship that like sank in like hundreds of thousands, or not hundreds of thousands, like pretty close to 1,000 like soldiers were all on that ship and most of them survived, but the oil from the ship kept all the sharks away and that's the only reason most of them lived. And if they died it was from like dehydration or shit.
Yeah. Oh, no, this
But then that sounds like a nightmare though.
this isn't a see, and that's the reason I wanted to talk about this. Like, I know I'm known as like I love like Power Rangers and Godzilla and all these weird, goofy things as far as like movies and shows are concerned. But part of the reason I love them is because you have all these weird things, and every once in a while, you will get this episode or this movie that it, despite every other preconceived notion, is like taken seriously. Like, sure, when most people think that Godzilla, they think about Godzilla versus Mothra, but then I think about freaking Shin Godzilla or Godzilla -1. When some people think about weird shark movies, sure, you can think about Sharktopus, but then we're gonna think about Jaws or The Shallows, and now probably this. Like, there's despite the plethora of the weird and this weird preconceived notion we have to just classify monster movies, animal attack movies, and the like as cheesy, seeing this one made me happy because like good, someone's actually taking this concept seriously, because if you take these concepts seriously, they can be scary, they can create good films, and like I'm really excited for this because it looks like a really good film.
I watched it, and as somebody who likes true stories, honestly, when I was watching the trailer for this movie, I just thought it was a regular horror movie. But then I realized, no, there's actually a real story that goes behind this.
Mm-hmm.
And that holds so much more meaning for just like me, who doesn't go to the movies a lot of times each year to go and watch things. I think it's super interesting on how they portrayed the the challenges that the soldiers go through in the trailer.
Yeah.
To grab everybody's attention. Because Sam, just knowing you, I was watching that trailer and I was like, okay, where's the monster? Where is it?
Yeah.
Because I knew nothing about it when I watched it.
Like, I mean, and to that point, it's kind of obvious something stuff. But like, I know, like I say, like I like all these different movies, but I have a clear preference. Like, I love creature features. I just
Oh,
like,
of course.
I love it if
But I
people.
know you watch other ones too.
Of
And so I
course,
was
yeah.
like, but where's that monster? Where is it? And you can like feel the tension in the trailer.
Yeah.
You know it's coming, but it's not what you expect it to be.
Yeah. And I'm glad they didn't go extra with it. Like, sure, the shark looks weird, like there's a little bit of scarring on it and blood, but it's also is basically in a whole in waters that are just littered with like bullet spray and like sinking military ships, and they may have taken a few just
Bullets.
yeah. So yeah, the shark's
Hmm.
probably scarred to hell and pissed off and sticking around there because hey, a bunch of soldiers die. Uh,
Yum yum.
buffet, like it's just but like this movie makes me smile. Well, not as far as so just the fact that it exists. Like combining this
Wait
with
a second.
what's
In
up?
the trailer, was the raft that they were on, was that yellow or was it orange?
I think it was like a light orange, like safety wrap traditional.
Okay, because I was gonna laugh my ass off if it was yum yum yellow.
Yum yum yellow.
Yum yum yellow.
Yum yum yellow.
I can't eat it if it's yum if it's not yum yum yellow.
Well, apparently that's what Jaws thought.
Mm. Hell, Jaws movies are a perfect example of freaking shark movies. Jaws 1, fantastic. Jaws 2, underrated. The rest, eh.
Yeah, I know they got the exact hate they needed.
Yeah. What was this movie called again? Beast of War is what it's called.
Yeah.
I really recommend it. If you
2025, not the 1988 movie. I was sitting there, I was like, what the fuck is Sam talking? What is this? This is nothing like what he would watch.
Oh yeah, no, there's another movie that has that shares a title with a movie that came out a few years ago
Yeah.
that threw me for a bit. Then we'll be talking about the trailer, I think next. Fury of Battle, yeah. But like Beast of War, I I am excited. I'm happy to see that there's at least some filmmakers that are gonna take this what a lot of people perceive as inherently silly, uh, like monster movies, animal attack movies ever, and just doing what they can to take him out of that zeitgeist and say like, guys, maybe we can go back to like the 50s and 60s. Maybe if we take these movies seriously, people can be like afraid of these movies and we can get out quality material again. Like, like we can be better than the asylum.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, Asylum could absolutely make decent movies. They just put just a little effort. You could Asylum should have been like the good, like basically like what we would get out of the Sci-Fi Channel, right?
Yeah.
Like movie wise, where it's just like, oh, this is still like it's entertaining. It's bad, but it's entertaining, or low budget stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They could have given Troma like a run for their money, is what I'm saying.
For sure. And part of it is like if they wanted movies that are bad, I don't have and I agree with that completely. Like Asylum, that they tried a little bit harder to get because I've said it before when we talked about Sci-Fi Channel. Early sci-fi movies, there were some that are pretty baller, like pretty like even to this day, I think they're not like gonna win an Oscar, but when I want to watch like a little popcorn movie, yeah, I'll put on Spiders. Like it's
Yeah.
like so.
I did start rewatching some old sci-fi shows, so
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But no, and this is less about the Asylum. I use them as an example, but this is more of like a personal gripe I have as a fan of the things I am a fan of. Like whenever I roll my eyes, whenever people think about like Godzilla, whenever people think about Power Rangers or just monster movies in general, their default down to their core is to like not treat it seriously and just think of it as just this silly thing. So every time I see a movie like this, I'd like, please, more movies like Beast of War that break away from this. Or be like, yes, a lot of silly kaiju movies, a lot of silly monster movies, a lot of silly creature features exist. A lot of ones exist to jump the shark. But for every uh like asylum big ass spider that we have out there, we have the like movies like Itsy Bitsy and that are really really underrated and like actually take this stuff seriously. But no, like I can't. I don't know if I can overstate how much I am excited for this movie existing in the world.
Yeah.
The next
Agreed.
trailer. Next trailer is one that it relates in the sense of war, but I have fewer things
Okay,
to
I
say
had
about.
no idea what I was watching.
Yes, Anemone and Itsy Bitsy and the sequel Teeny Weeny. No, like Itsy Bitsy. I will say like the title is weird, but it's literally just about a killer spider in a small home, and it is legitimately one of the best killer spider movies I've ever seen. Because and side tangent about spider movies specifically, like most spider movies to me are not scary and cannot be scary because there is one simple rule that 99.9% of them always fail. Spiders don't make noise.
Yeah, dude, they're freaky, dude. They're fucking hunters. They're good at it too.
Yeah. So like sorry, like ice spiders or spiders like the only movie I've seen that gets away with this is Eight-Legged Freaks because it's very clearly a comedy. Like
Yeah, yeah.
so yes, all the spiders can roar and go because it's a comedy for God's sakes. But if you're going to make a horror movie and try to make the spider threatening, don't make it make noise. and there's a lot of scenes in Itsy Bitsy where like the spider is just sitting in a tree outside the house and just watching, and like you could see it in the peripheral, or you know it's there. It's just basically made its nest in their attic and in that tree, and like one wrong move and someone's gonna get bit and brought to its web because it's like the size of a small dog, which is another thing. It's not a giant spider. It's like the size of a dog. But it's a
As somebody who is terrified of spiders, I feel like in the movies they just go off of the fear of them having too many legs.
yeah.
And so they don't really pay attention to, oh, what kind of sounds are we making it make?
Yeah. I don't know.
Clearly, they would
But
scream like
maybe-
an animal that exists.
Maybe in the future, though, we'll start seeing more films where they don't make noises. Because, you know,
Maybe.
in films recently, they've started changing the way that sound is done. Like, think of A Quiet Place.
That
So
is
maybe
true.
we'll start to
That's
hit
my
that
understanding.
point.
Less is more sometimes.
This is more and just to pipe up not this trailer but I think the next trailer that kind of goes into the last trailer we'll talk about before we go into things. But to get back on track for a completely different movie that doesn't involve spiders, Anemone. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
from what I
Yeah, go
can
ahead.
from what I can gather in this trailer, it seems like it's the story of a military man who did something horrible during their tenure. I can't tell if it's just part of if it was a part of a revolution or just some part of this weird military operation, but he did something that's not clear in the trailer and has now spent years just isolating himself. And this movie is basically a reckoning of that. Like, despite how much he ran away, like the consequences still bore in the nearby town, and they're just they're reaching him and is like losing the ability to run away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So this does seem like a very somber, very I I always feel weird whenever I use this term thought provoking, because technically I think most movies are thought provoking. It's just different thoughts are being provoked, but it does. No, this movie does seem like it is meant.
Like when I see hot woman make my pee pee hot, it provoked my penis.
Yeah, porn is thought provoking. It's just horny thoughts. But
it just goes
My
down.
And boys, let's bring
it
it
goes to a
back.
different head.
Bring it back.
Yes, but no, this movie does seem like it's going to try to really instigate some deep critical thinking about like really deep personal issues. Butch Snow puppet forward.
No, don't take his advice. He's wrong.
Yeah. Like Butch. In the Kino corner, we talk about the very best of movies. Now on to the PP thoughts discuss. No.
And that's my time to switch with
No,
Butch.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't worry, Butch. We're gonna have a PP thoughts on the wheel one day, and we're gonna talk about all the best PP movies. You're gonna be the first person we call.
Well, the biggest thing about this movie
Yep.
is the director is the son of Daniel Day-Lewis. And Daniel Day-Lewis came out of fucking retirement to do this movie for him. You want to talk about the Nepo baby of Nepo babies? That's the one, man.
Yeah. Freaking Daniel Day-Lewis filmed a thing. My son made this. Holy shit. And then his son's gonna make an actual movie. Watch, it's gonna be absolute dog water.
Oh, God. And that's why it's so important for this movie. It should be good.
Yeah.
Because if it's anything but way better and it thought-provoking in the way that it needs to be for people to feel good about themselves, you'll get the respect of the director. If not, he's fucking done, dude.
Like
Pack it up.
But no, like I hope it's good too. But it looks like it will be good. This looks like the kind of movie that if I were to go see it in the theaters, I'm gonna come out of that theater just like having just like, whew, that was heavy. Just like there's a lot going on with that I'm gonna have to feel because it does seem like it's going to be a very intimate film in the sense that it's these two characters you see on screen, Sean Penn and what's that actor's name?
Sean Bean was in that. And I thought that was like, I haven't seen him in
Sean
anything in
Bean,
a
not
while.
Sean Penn. But yeah, Sean Bean and
You think he'll die in this movie?
Oh, it's Sean Bean. But
Mm-hmm.
but when it does seem like a movie that you're going to be always in the room with these people, always talking with these people, and every heavy conversation they're going to have, you're going to have front row seats for. You're going to just absorb all of the complicated wartime stuff that they are going to talk about.
Yeah.
And it one thought I had while watching is like they are getting a head start on Oscar season. This damn.
Yeah. October 3rd is when this is coming out.
Yep. This it's not my traditional cup of tea in terms of movies. I can't deny this looks very good, very competently well made, despite its sordid background and everything else. Like I could see a lot of people going to see this. I already know a lot of people I know are going to see this, or people I work with are going to go see this. Like,
yeah.
And hey, next thing you know, it might end up being like what's that one with Leonardo DiCaprio? Like what one battle after another or something?
Oh, Paul Thomas Anderson movie?
Yeah.
Shit. I know what you're talking about.
Is it called like One Battle After Another?
I think so.
I was about to make a joke. I was like, hey, maybe it'll end up being like that and we'll get Fortnite skins with these guys.
Woo!
God, up all the weird. I'm not bringing that up again. It's still like it boggles the mind. But just I don't know. This looks very good. Do y'all have any thoughts on it? Or?
Honestly,
on that movie?
I was kind of just confused. But that's okay.
And I get that.
Yeah, coming after us.
I get that confusion.
Yeah,
like I had to watch it twice before I was able to kind of piece together like some of the images they showed in the sketchbook and like things to talk about. Where people say, like, okay, so there was some military thing that happened, particularly like a revolution or something that he was a part of. It's not saying what side, and it's really strongly implied he did something that he regrets and he knows is awful and everyone around him knows is awful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That seems to be the through line. Like, but we'll see that. But I think the next
It looks good.
movie. Here we go. Talking movies look good. This is, I believe, the last trailer I have in the lineup, and one that, God, it looks good. But oh my God, it fills me with every amount of anxiety.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even watch this trailer because like I'm absolutely going to this movie blind because I was already sold on the premise.
Yeah. This.
It
It's. I will
honestly,
say.
I'll go and see it.
I will say it's a good trailer because it doesn't give away anything. And
Oh, okay. I'll watch it
But
then.
that's anxiety provoking.
yeah, like there was like a close up shot of just like the dog's face looking worried, just standing in front of its owner, and just like, yeah, and like it makes me. But there's no context. They just know that it basically just there's like one slow scene in the beginning, and then it just kind of builds like some fast scenes that like seems like one or two might be towards the end, but definitely not at the end. Where like,
Okay.
and it shows that there's going to be talking in this movie, but it's going to be seldom, and it's going to be basically the owner talking in the background or the dog like listening in on the owner sometimes. Most of the
Okay.
movie is very much going to be like silent and just purely visual from the dog's perspective, and
Okay.
that just sounds
Hell
really
yeah.
cool.
It does.
But
It honestly looked really good.
yeah,
I think it's like it's kind of giving me paranormal activity vibes, but
in the
from
best way,
differing perspectives.
in the best way. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
like I do want to see Good Boy, and like the rule I've made for myself if a trailer looks good and I could decide off the first trailer, like I want to see that. I'm not watching anything else. I'm not watching any more teaser. I'm not watching any more trailers. I'm not looking at any more advertising. And I want to see Good Boy. Like I've only seen the first trailer for Weapons. That's why I'm excited for. Like I've seen the first trailer for Good Boy. It's a good trailer. That's it. I have all the
Okay.
context I need.
Okay.
Like
Understood.
like
Yeah.
if you wanted to not watch the trailer to go in as blind as possible, that's good.
No, if that doesn't give anything away, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Like that, like the only thing it technically gave away is it won something at an independent film festival. Who cares? But
Okay.
I do know some background about this movie that made me laugh because I know the director is like a lot of people are like, "Does the dog die? Does the dog die?" The director's very silent about it because he doesn't want to give it away, and but he's trying to assure, like he's kind of going back and forth, the little live motherfucker.
Oh, I like that. Oh, now he's just really fucking with us.
Yeah, but
The dog better not die.
oh
That's all I
gosh.
gotta say.
I think if he's a good enough rider, the dog won't die.
Yeah.
I'm one of those staunch haters of the dog dying to force the audience to be sad because it's a dog trope to piss me the fuck off because it's that's literal lazy writing. If there's any kind of if you're a lazy writing denier, they are out there. That one is lazy writing, and I disagree with you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if it makes you happy about like the movie just going into it, one of the background things I know is like during a lot of the close-up shots of the dog, they had to reshoot it like so many times because
I imagine.
they kept bringing the camera close and the dog kept booping the camera.
Aw,
He just wanted to play. He's a good boy.
He's a good
Yeah.
boy.
that's why he's in the good boy.
He's such a good boy.
He just wants to poop.
I'm just one of my favorite internet series right now is Hunter the Parenting, and one of the characters, Kevin the Wizard, I think of his line. Someone going up to me like, "Oh, don't you want to see the dog go through hell?" No, I am getting anxiety. Like it's John Wick is only 5 minutes long, or at least that's as much as I could get through. What?
That's the only time it's good. That's the only time it's good, and it's okay. Is with the dog dying in John Wick because it just works for the story.
Yeah.
But still, the dog died.
Yes. But remember, he gets revenge for the doggo.
I
Yeah, he does.
know.
Like one of my I've only seen the first two, and still one of my favorite scenes in either of those movies is when the mechanic calls the dude's dad, the first one. He's like, "Well, he killed John Wick's dog," and just the oh.
Oh.
Oh
It's just
shit.
Yeah.
that's all you need to know. It's like, there we go.
Sam, I have the other two if you want to watch them
I
because you need to
I've
watch
absolutely
3 and
seen them
4.
all.
I
They are
absolutely
wonderful.
do, because I do really like the first two. I don't know, but too brutal. As far as I'm concerned, he stays retired and lives out his life with his puppy. Fair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I put in my head, but also I love the film and how he beats everybody's ass, so
It's like how
He's so
Doom
good.
Guy basically got revenge on all of hell because of his rabbit. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
the
Same
good
idea.
end. Yeah. Now, oh well, we're all excited for Good Boy. It looks great. Now, next section is new and recent films. There's a few things to talk about in this one. Basically, normally this section is if we've seen anything recently in theaters, or if anything that could be like not necessarily new in general, but something that could be new to you to talk about. Like, I technically have three movies I want to talk about. One of them is tied to an event, so I'll save which for last. The other two I know Lex watched with me. But
Yep.
before we get to that, you wanted to talk about weapons. Reggie?
Yeah, no. God, dude, Weapons was good. Um it was so how do I want to start this? Sorry, I'm trying to find the words. It was a little more comedic than I thought it'd be, but in a good way. It didn't take away from the tone.
Okay.
Um but it was still a very effective horror movie with some really good jump scares.
Okay.
Every actor in the movie would like acted their ass off too. Like it was so believable. And I also love how the characters were written, and I love how the story plays out because it plays out like a Quentin Tarantino movie where it's over different characters and you jump in timelines
Quentin
of
Tarantino.
the story.
Okay, I was about to say
Oh, okay.
Quentin
Yeah.
Tarantino. You mean there's like a bunch of feet everywhere? No, I'm kidding. But
Oh god.
Surprisingly, not a lot of feet in this movie. Sorry, y'all. Y'all can go home. We'll
okay,
skip
no,
on
that's
this
good.
one.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah, no, and it's one of those, and dude, they nailed continuity with that stuff too, because it never felt like every time you were like rewatching basically a different perspective of another scene, it didn't feel like it was wasting your time. It still felt like it added a little more context to these characters, and in turn made a little of the character building a lot better for him.
Okay.
Because it was nice kind of learning about certain information later on in the movie. You're like, oh fuck, because you're sitting there like, oh, what was that awful thing that they did? Oh shit. Oh, and like it doesn't even like straight up tell you. You can just infer based on like what happens in the context of a scene too. Like it respects the audience's intelligence is another thing that I have praise
Good.
for it. Because
Oh,
it's not like it's all in your face, it's on your face. No, it's a lot of like there's a lot of subtlety to it, but it's also really effective and it's just and it really gets you really good with it. Even if like some people might say that it might be a little cliche for certain things.
yeah.
Well, it's not cliche as that fucking ending. And I won't say a goddamn thing. Well, you know, obviously I'm not gonna say anything on
No.
it because I feel like you should watch the movie. And I'm glad it's doing well. Now I will say, if after you watch the movie, you're gonna realize I don't want a fucking prequel because I know what the prequel is about. Especially if you watch the movie.
Okay, yeah. Like
And I just don't think that
I
think that's wrong. I don't think every movie that does well needs to be a fucking franchise, and I don't want to know any more about that certain character because that adds to the mystique of it in the movie, and I feel like it would actually ruin that movie for that.
You think that this should stay as just a standalone, like not expanding anything
I
else?
agree. There shouldn't be no sequel. Should be no prequel to explain anything. I roll with it,
I do
and
think,
I'll tell you.
yeah.
And we could talk about it later after you've seen the movie, but I'll tell you why it can work on its own, and I think the movie wants to stay that way.
I do think a lot of movies nowadays do need that, where it's just we need to step away a little bit from just every movie needs a sequel, every movie needs to be part of a universe. Sometimes movies can just exist and be good.
Yeah.
That's what I wish they would do.
Like, I know recent horror movies have done that. Like, I spoke previously about the movie Antlers, and Antlers was really good. Like, you don't have to do a sequel for that. We got everything we need to know out of that one movie, and like having a sequel to that would just
one and done.
Yeah, like everything. If you do a sequel to that, it would either be a repeat of the first movie, or it would just make it really dumb and extra. There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
But what about Weapons Endgame?
Oh God.
Horror crossovers, no, but crossover long legs with weapons.
I need to still see Long Legs.
Same.
I do too. It's on Hulu apparently.
Good too.
Oh,
Yeah.
We found that
Look
out
at
last
that.
night.
We found that out because we watched some things on Hulu. I will. It kind of ties into like what the thing we're going to talk about at the end, but might as well just get that out of the way now. We watched VHS. I've never seen the VHS movies. I knew they were anthology, and I knew some details about some of the segments, but I didn't actually watch the movies yet.
See, and for me, I hadn't watched the movies. I pretty much knew nothing about them except that I've heard VHS is one of the scariest movies of all time. That was it.
Based solely off the first one, no, it's not. But um, the first
I don't know, Sam. It definitely left an impact on me last night.
it left it. No, I'm not saying it's not scary, but scariest of all time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily that. It's just one of those movies that is like it's very much it could happen in real life, and
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
And that's one thing that here's the thing that draws me to these movies is I know that for the most part there is a dedication to practical effects for everything.
Yeah.
Unless when they absolutely know they like it's for a read. Like I know there's one short I know later that I think is in VHS Beyond. It's either VHS Beyond or VHS Viral. But the only one I know it's like it's also very like CG heavy is basically a person's like putting on a virtual reality headset starting like a church about a VR god or whatever, some demonic VR creature. I'm not going to go too much further into it, but obviously there's a lot of stuff in cyberspace on the screen going on. So like
I like that one.
Yeah, like
honestly, that would probably scare me too much. So Sam, you can watch that one on your own.
I'm gonna watch them all eventually. Like I now know VHS 2 and VHS Viral are on Tubi, but I'm going to watch them. The ones I'm excited for the most are VHS 97 and VHS Beyond. I know people say that 2 and 97 are like the best, but I want to see VHS Beyond because aliens. But the first VHS, my general thoughts are I like the 4 individual stories. Not so the one I probably like the least is the one where there's like this killer that has this weird camera distortion around him
in the woods.
Yeah, I think I'd like that the least only because like the the main girl in that one can best be described as play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
Um but every other one, like yeah, they're really fucked up. They're really dumb. My favorite's probably that house. Actually, now that I've really thought about it, just because of just how much it commits to just some of the visuals of just like the windows like closing and just, yeah. My second favorite is the first one, the harpy.
I still really like the harpy.
Yeah.
Okay, because I just like the premise of that.
Yeah, it's also just a horror monster we don't really explore, which is weird to think about because it makes you realize, yeah, there is a whole mythology of stuff in the Americas and in Greek mythology, all these creatures that we just don't do a damn thing with. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I think my least favorite one out of all of them was the one with the girl in the apartment.
that one, oh man, I could see why it's your least favorite.
Well,
Like,
as a woman who lives alone in her apartment, it is terrifying.
yeah.
I can tell you last night after I hopped off of our voice chat, I freaked myself out so many times last night and this morning. It was daytime and I freaked myself out because I was opening up my fridge. And as I did that, I thought I saw a person standing at my sliding door out of the corner of my eye. It scared the shit out of me.
Ooh. I think that story, well, it's not my least favorite. Like, I guess I'm trying to judge them from like a quality perspective, and they're trying to do something different with that one. But it has my least favorite person in it because the dude in that one,
He's just a dick.
he's just the worst person. I mean, Lex,
Absolute
I'm
dick.
still. But says, what the heck you mean, Lex? I'm still standing there. Open up. It's hot out here.
What the fuck? No, it's perfect outside. That's why I have my windows and my sliding door open, and it scared the piss out of me, Butch.
Yeah, so go to the windows.
No.
With a gun.
With a gun. But
I don't need a
Make sure you
gun.
aim at a cop while you're out there. No.
The only
I'm
part
kidding.
The only part of the movie that I think really could have been improved upon, like, I don't mind the through line of it, of basically people finding these cursed tapes and all this paranormal stuff happening behind them. I don't mind that through line, but the editing between them, it's and how much
It's jarring.
it's so jarring. You can't.
It's very weird.
And it could have been like a quicker little like static transition from one to another instead of just autistically
Black.
flaring between like 5 different screens for a minute and then start the next one, because it becomes unclear when one starts. And
Yeah.
I hope that gets better in the later one. Like, based solely off of the first VHS series, like, I like it. I just I don't love it. Like, I do like the movie. I don't love it.
Like I told you last night, I think it's just not my cup of tea. There's just too much gore, and also it plays off of your psyche so much that it made me paranoid. So
I feel that, like, from what I know about the later ones, the only other ones that I think you might get a kick out of watching just because they have more stuff reveling in it. What's the one? Have you seen these, Kitty Man?
So I watched the first one forever ago. I watched was it 82? They made multiple of the 80 ones.
Yeah. There's.
I think I watched the
85.
one before this. So I think because one
Is that the one that has? There's one with like a children's game show, and I know most of the stories in that one just revel in just like how weird everything is, and it's still scary, but it's more just like wild and nuts than it is just like paranormal shit, you know? 885, but
yeah, I watched 1985. Yeah. And I know VHS Beyond came out last year. I wanted to watch that one. But those are like the only
whenever
two that
you
I've watched.
if you ever watch VHS Beyond, I'll watch it with you because I want to watch that.
Hell yeah.
But I want to go through all of them. I know that a lot of people say VHS 3 and VHS Viral are like the black sheeps of the franchise because I've heard more than one reviewer say they suck. But but I'll try to give them my own thoughts. I know that despite it being one of the best ones, there is one story I know of that happens in VHS 2 that you might not like, Lex. It's the alien 1 and 2.
yeah, no.
It's not even about the aliens. It's about something the aliens do.
No. Based on the first film, no.
Yeah.
I think that would be too much for me because you heard me yelling last night.
Yeah.
I was not very happy.
No, I was having a good time though. But
I'm glad you were.
Well,
And I mean, it's enjoyable to watch movies and stuff with you guys. I enjoy that.
yeah.
It's just some movies I figure out are not for me,
But you know
and
what?
that's okay.
But you know what movie we
That's
had a
okay.
great time watching, Lex?
Oh my god, Sam.
The monkey.
The fucking monkey.
I
Watch,
want to watch that movie so bad.
dude.
It was so stupid.
It is the greatest Stephen King cartoon you will ever watch. Oh my god, it is amazing.
It was so stupid.
So Kitty, here's what we're going to describe. You know how when we play Mansions of Madness in that one mission, and like Nick
Oh, God.
Nick has the carnival music at the ready.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that tone is the movie.
Hell yeah.
It is just, oh, that's why I checked on you. That's what Griffin says. But
It was that monkey.
I've seen like some scenes from it,
you think you know,
and I
where
realized, and I think I know where it's going. I realized like, oh, this is a horror comedy.
yeah, you could kind of tell from the trailer, but you can really tell from the beginning that it is a
Yeah.
horror comedy, and it is a surreal horror
100%.
comedy. Like some
Yeah.
of like it is, and a lot of the comedy I won't give away too much, but you know how in like I consider this the opposite of Final Destination. Like in Final Destination, you're gonna be looking through these things and you're gonna be whinging and just
Mhm.
like, oh god, no, and then that's going through his oh god, you're gonna hang him, and then afterwards you're just anxious of the freaking log truck in front of you. You watch this
Yeah.
movie, you're a little murderer in a candy store. You're looking around each room like, ooh, look at the katanas. Ooh, look at the bowling ball. Like you were just excited to see who's gonna die next. What's gonna kill them? Ooh,
Because it's like, yeah, Final Destination's like, look at this slow build up, and look who we're targeting.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah, look, all this shit everywhere. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen next. It's gonna be funny when it does though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
press a button and find out. That's literally the movie. And I had the best time. Oh my god, it was so good. Like it's on Hulu. If you haven't watched it yet, I'm down to watch it again tonight if a bunch of people want to stream it.
Oh
But
my god.
you don't. It's okay. You don't have to watch. I know how much you love it though. But
Well, okay. So I guess the thing for me is that I'm just mad at Theo James for agreeing to feature in this film. Cause like I know he's so much better than that.
is
I
he?
think that's why he
though?
loved it.
Yes.
You clearly have way too high standards for him.
He's.
Apparently, because he's in this film.
I mean, I'm looking at his
That's
film.
why movies aren't for everyone. There's not every movie's for everyone, you know?
I'm looking at his filmography real quick, and you know, this really does. I've seen like Divergent, The Gentleman,
Yes.
The White Lotus, Allegiant.
Yeah.
And then one of these things just doesn't belong here.
Yeah. I love playing that game with you, Sam. One of these things just does not belong.
Oh yeah, no. When we were scrolling through Tubi, like we saw, I was just searching for things like shark, and just one of the rows I saw like, oh look at all these shark movies, and
All dogs go to heaven.
all dogs go to heaven. K, but like it was so good. But like the monkey, I just like how you feel with the Muppets. I can't spoil this. Like it is, you need to experience this as blindly as you can. I'm not going to give away any more than I have, but oh, I might put some money down to get this on Blu-ray. Just oh this is one of those movies that you know how when you saw Malignant, you now get joy of being in the room while people watch Malignant for the first time.
Yeah.
This is that for me. Like
Okay, fuck yeah.
dude, and also Malignant. If you haven't watched that, Lex, you want to watch Malignant later?
I
Oh,
fucking
God.
love Malignant, dude.
What is
I'm the
that?
staunch defender of Malignant.
It
Hold
If there are a
on.
million Malignant fans, I'm one of them. There are 10,000 Malignant fans, I'm one of them.
The one that came out.
One of them. There was
This one
one
looked
malignant fan. I'm
terrifying.
that fan, and there are no malignant fans. Means I've died.
Is it a comedy?
No.
No,
I didn't think
it is
so.
played so straight, dude. It is played so straight, and that's why it gets so good.
Oh God.
Because I always like to tell people it is a quasi remake of a certain 80s movie. Excuse me, good lord.
Would it be accurate
Movie.
to say it's Penny Dreadful's Suspiria?
Who said that?
No, like, would it be accurate to say that Malignant is like
Oh yes,
Penny
it
Dreadful?
would. It would. Because once you realize what kind of movie it's supposed to be, once you realize it's supposed to be, I don't even want to say what it is because then people are gonna look it up and be like, oh, I know what I'm getting into. I don't want to say it, dude.
Don't look up anything about the movie. Going as blind as you can. So when when everything happens,
when the twist happened, you're like, what the fuck? It's not like
All
this,
right.
like, whoa, that's a crazy twist. It's like, wait, they're doing this. Oh, they're doing that.
they are committing. Holy shit!
Okay, I will agree to watch it because I do remember when it came out, I was interested, but I didn't want to watch it alone because I'm a chicken, as you know.
Good. I'm looking up what streaming sites Malignant is on. Where to stream Malignant? Amazon Prime. So that might be on you, Kitty Man.
And I think it might be on Max, or they might have taken it off of Max. That's how I watched it.
Oh yeah.
Oh look.
What?
Oh look.
Oh wait a minute. Hold up.
I'm waiting 1 minute.
Looks like Malignant's coming to Netflix. Hold up. Oh, I love
Malignant isn't on here anymore.
I love the labels on Netflix. Genres: horror movie, mystery movie. This movie is scary.
Understood.
Okay, but I need to know, is it actually scary?
That's a complicated question. Let me help you to the answer.
That's a very complicated. I will say horror very much is subjective, like comedy.
Okay, is it a horror comedy or is it actually terrifying?
But Butch brings up a good point.
And understand, this is all a very complicated question as well.
Butch brings up a very good point.
I am
how do you scare so easily? Yeah, you're a ghost. How do you scare so easily?
Because other ghosts scare me.
Okay. All right, we got the lore.
You know her lore, but you don't know her swag?
Nope.
You got that swag?
You got the swag. Come on.
Oh my
She's
God.
racist. Oh God.
No, like before I get to the last thing I want to talk about, because it's actually part of a larger thing I want to do. Watch The Monkey. Is there anything else that y'all saw recently that y'all want to touch on real quick?
No.
No, because most of what I watched is what you watched.
Okay. And I'm going to timestamp this part because the last movie I watched was last Saturday, not yesterday, like last Saturday. Griffin and I went. I didn't. I want to talk about.
I watched Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay, so I need to finish that.
We watched that last night. I'm so fucking sorry.
So no, is that your first time seeing it? Because
no, I hadn't seen it in a while.
So full disclosure, I've never actually watched that movie. I just know about it.
It's a good time. I wish John Carpenter got more high budget films to do because it's shown.
Like I want to like if I kind of feel bad I had to leave as early as I did because I want to sit down and like finish watching that and just pay attention to the movie because when I saw those 3 Storm Ninja dudes, like, oh yeah, this movie's gonna be a good time. But the movie I want to talk about is like last Saturday, Griffin and I went to an event called Kaiju Go. It is a yearly pop-up convention themed around like monster movies, toy collectors, and whatnot. And one thing that is becoming increasingly more aware to me, if you think you have nothing to do or if you think there's nothing going on in town, I implore you, check Texas Theater, check any local theaters or any local venues. you would be surprised of what things are going on. Like I remember last year after Kaiju Go, they're doing an anniversary screening for what was that Adult Swim show where it had like the two brothers with blue hair? Oh, you know which one I'm talking about?
Which one?
Is this Adult Swim show? Oh god, this is gonna kill me. Let's see, Swim show. This is gonna pull up so much bullshit.
Because it's not coming to me.
Mission Hill.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that basically solidified to me that like yeah, like even if you think there's nothing going on for whatever niche thing you want to watch, like somewhere potentially more local than you think, there's maybe a showing of like a few episodes of Mission Hill, maybe a showing of a Resident Evil thing or something is going on. So I implore everyone to look. But during this event at Kaiju Go, first off, great event. Shout out to all the showrunners. My plan is to go there every year. They showed a few movies. Two of them I'm not going to talk about in detail because it's Godzilla movies I have seen before, and this isn't the Godzilla episode, where I'm not going to ramble on about that.
Fair enough.
The one I do want to talk about is one that I had never seen up to that point, but I have always wanted to see, and this is my chance to see it in theaters. It is a movie by the Shaw Brothers called Super Inframan, like INFRA, Infra. It is basically the Shaw Brothers are basically Asylum before the Asylum made in China. And they're such blatant knockoffs. Like if you look up the Shaw Brothers, their logo is just the Warner Brothers logo with SB instead of WB.
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude.
Seriously, like look it up.
I'm looking at it.
But yeah, this movie is Super Inframan. I've heard that it is a good time and it just gets unnecessarily brutal at random points. Oh yeah, they weren't lying. Like they're, and not to mention like the subtitles that they made for the movie. I swear they found a way to AI generate this shit in the 80s because it did not go through proper filters. Like
oh god,
like it's sometimes like you get sometimes you have like a legitimate translation, but sometimes you get words that they didn't get the proper translation and they kind of mixed and matched together. Like there's a scene where this scientist is talking to his daughter and just randomly for no reason is like, "Don't worry, I'll love you no matter how ugly you are."
oh my god,
It's like,
The
oh, okay. It's just
Jesus Christ. Understandable though. I mean, you're probably ugly as sin.
No, she's kind of cute actually, but
oh, that's funny.
It's a movie that's hard for me to describe. Like it whenever it starts an action scene, it doesn't do the typical thing that like Power Rangers or Super Sentai does, where like they do action poses and they draw it out. No, I swear they speed up the footage. They're like, "We fight now," and just yeah, and they're just punching and putting each other. Like during the last fight, I swear he has this beam attack. It's like a energy blade, and he just like cuts off the enemy's head. They regrow it back. He cuts off the enemy's head again, regrows it back. Repeat ad nauseum.
Oh, he's a Hydra.
Yeah, like no, he's not a Hydra. He just grows back one head. But they just repeat this scene of him just cutting off his head. So there's a literal pile of heads on the floor before they both decide to do something else in the fight. It is just what the fuck.
That is amazing.
It is.
I respect the shit out of that.
It is just one of the weirdest things I have ever seen. And I am so glad I got to see it in theaters. Oh my god! And also the movie likes to remind you it's made in China because half the time they talk about Inframan, they call him the Chinese Inframan.
Thank God they had to let me know.
There's even a scene where there's also characters that no, you're not going to know their name. It doesn't tell you their name. They just exist for about 10 minutes. Can I be an Inframan when I grow up? Anyway.
No.
Anyway.
It is such a it is one of the most enjoyably bad movies I've ever seen, and it was a delight to watch. But I bring it up first. I don't know if anyone's gonna have a chance to watch Super Inframan. If we ever do get the chance, I would love to watch with like you and Butch and like Alex and them.
Hell yeah, I'd be down.
But the other reason I'm bringing it up is partially I do want to thank the people who did Kaiju Go, but if you're only partially into kaiju stuff, go next year. Is every August. The tickets start going on sale as early as February, depending. And
okay.
like it just takes place in the Texas Theater. It's a small venue, very cozy. So if you like conventions but don't want to deal with the hustle and bustle of a crowded dealer's room, instead deal with the hustle and bustle of a crowded theater. Get yourself some street tacos while watching Godzilla movies.
That's badass. I'm all looking at that.
And next time when I know tickets go on sale, I'll bring up the event again, because I know me and Griffin are gonna try to go every year. And the events and panels they have, like I said, it's kaiju focused. So like the panels this year was about like kaiju artists, kaiju toy makers, but they definitely like talk about the movies. Like we learned, oh god, learned about so many freaking things like watching some of these movies, but it, even if you just stay for a thing, worth a watch. But I just had to bring that up. I had to give Kaiju Go a shout out. It's one of the most fun things we did, and I'm gonna go there every year, and I'm gonna talk about it every year. And just as you said with Malignant, there's one Kaiju Go fan, it's me. If there's no Kaiju Go fans, I'm dead. But no.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess with that, that'll bring us to the main topic of the day. When they stop making movies like Inframan, a little light will go out in the world. Yep, that is a quote from Roger Ebert.
Thank you, Roger Ebert. Maybe he did respect art as a form.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Now it brings us to the main topic of tonight: found footage. It's a little late because I had to reorder the schedule during my little medical mishap. But hey, finally getting around to it. Found footage. Y'all have what's some of y'all's favorite found footage movies?
The Visit.
The Visit.
Oh shit, The Visit is a found footage.
That is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Is The Visit, and that's because it was the first one that I ever saw in the theater.
I see. You said you were laughing at that movie like it was kind of funny the other day, right?
The movie is fucking funny.
It's hilarious, but when I first saw it, I went with my best friend at the time. We were scared as shit because we were hiding underneath our sweatshirts, and then I had to drive us home, and I kept freaking out that I kept seeing things. And so, like, originally when I saw it, it scared the piss out of me. Now I watch it just for fun because it's hilarious.
The movie's fucking funny.
Okay.
But it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, and it's played like it's supposed to be a played straight horror movie.
Yes. I mean, how can you not think that these two grandparents are fucking hilarious?
So, I believe you when you say it's funny. There is exactly one scene that has been like kind of spoiled to me, but I don't think it spoils a damn thing. But I watched that scene out of context, and I just kind of blink and go, "Huh." And it's just a scene where like you see like the grandma in like the hallway, and then she does what looks like a weird little dance and just like and goes down the door next to her. And
see, I call it like the Naruto run.
Yeah. Yeah, she just like does this little cartoony just in the next room. I only have seen that like little 10-second fit of the movie, and I'm like, huh.
I thought you were going to mention a scene involving a diaper, but okay.
No. Oh god.
I thought you were going to mention Yahtzee because that one's my favorite.
Oh gosh. Oh Yahtzee.
Oh Yahtzee.
I need to. There's to be fair, like The Visit came out at a time when you had other movies like The Taking of Deborah Logan and The Conjuring and all these other movies
Mhm.
Yeah.
that was just an era of horror that I was not the biggest fan of. There were certainly movies that came out that I gave a chance, and some of them were pretty good, but in general, just wasn't in it. But
See,
yeah,
and those were the ones that actually got me into horror.
yeah,
Like I started watching The Exorcist that summer, and then I went with my friend and saw The Visit, and then I just kind of went down the rabbit hole.
yeah. And again, like if you like these movies, go for it. Like part of it is I have a preference, but
Yeah.
the other part of it is there was an oversaturation of a lot of these paranormal and just twisty horror movies.
That's understandable. Um,
Like
I just really like ghosts, and then it leads into like psychological stuff.
yeah,
VHS was just a little bit too much for me.
I agree, and so I can't confirm. Again, what I know about the VHS is just shorthand a little bit, but the VHS movies after the first one are less gratuitous, I will say.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I have heard. I can't confirm. And I see. I didn't realize VHS, and looking back at hindsight, probably dumb. I didn't realize VHS was a found footage. Again, hindsight, yeah, it should have been obvious, but I wouldn't call him one of my personal favorites. Like Griffin brought up Cloverfield and Chronicle. Cloverfield to me is like it's easy for me to talk about Cloverfield, and I think a lot of people know. Um, a lot of people know that like I've seen Cloverfield. I like Cloverfield. I've seen the
Mhm.
sequels, but there's two that I think that I do want to talk about. What actually is Chronicle? I think Chronicle is a fantastic found footage movie.
I've not seen that.
It is about these three kids who like they go to this meteor that crash lands. They go in there to go into what apparently is like an alien something or other. Never explain what it is. But after interacting with this stuff and some weird radiation, the three of them all find they have superpowers, but it's all like telekinesis.
Yeah.
It's all like super weak at first, and it goes into things like you have to like train it like a muscle. So they all kind of like meet in like the quarry to throw rocks, or like they have one kid like building Legos. And I won't go into too much detail about what happens between them, but man, this is one of those movies that made me look back on the messaging and maybe Magneto was right.
Yeah.
Like that really is my out of context spoiler for how things go. Maybe Magneto was right. Because
You ain't lying.
oh, that poor kid. But also the scene with the tooth. Oh, oh, I felt that pain.
So I fell asleep watching that movie. I need to go back and watch that one.
Yeah, like
And it was also forever ago too.
yeah. I think it's easier to appreciate when you're older, but like, ooh, some of the scenes can be a little hard to watch because but oh
Huh.
man, it. I know found footage isn't like so deeply ingrained with horror. That's why it's so hard. I know there's some non horror ones out
Yeah.
there, but they're
Mhm.
few.
I think that one would probably fall under that almost,
Yeah. That one
but
is
yeah.
horror adjacent.
Yeah.
It
It is.
becomes a horror. It definitely
Yeah.
becomes a horror. For a good most of the movie, you are thinking it's just like a drama, a light like adventure movie. But then it becomes a horror.
Hmm.
Like some things happen, and I don't go into spoilers about whose side I'm on or who put characters in the right about what, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, again, maybe Magneto was right. But the other movie that I do want to bring up, because this one, even though it's easy to talk about, Cloverfield, one that I think gets overshadowed is Troll Hunter. Troll Hunter's amazing. More people need to see Troll Hunter.
Is that a
I
found footage
remember
movie?
you talking about this.
It is a found footage. It's like 90% found footage, and there is like some scenes where it's like weirdly not, but it's like but it's like 90% found footage. Basically, you have these kids trying to like research some parts of Norway. They come across this shady old guy who works for the government. They find out through a mishap that his job is basically he's like a park ranger, but there's like a designated area where actual mythological trolls roam, and his job is to keep them there and away from civilization, kill any troll that crosses the line while maintaining their territory, like keeping them where they are. Like, and the first interaction like they have with them is like they're going through this dark forest. They're like, I wonder what he's doing out here, and the guy just runs up to him, runs up like run through the forest, not even knowing that there, runs up, looks at them, and with any warning, just yells troll, and just keeps running. Like, the fuck are they talking? Oh shit!
Hell?
And they run behind him. Just, but no, like it's not a comedy. It like a lot of it's played straight. And I think that's for to this movie's benefit. But where the comedy comes from in Troll Hunter is it takes like the lore of Norwegian trolls, how goofy they can be, at face value. So
Okay.
yes, they can smell the blood of an Englishman or a Christian man. So like
Huh.
one of the guys' rules is like, if you want to come with me, like, are you baptized? Oh no, I'm atheist. Are you baptized? He and let's I won't go into detail, but not all the characters are, and they pay for it. But
I see.
but they also do accurate depictions of trolls. So a lot of them have the big nose. Some of them almost look like the things from Where the Wild Things Are. But some of them are kind of grotesque. Some of them are kind of fucked looking. One of my favorite scenes in the movie though is at the end, because like there is a government official that, because everything is kind of like under the radar, away, like a lot of red tape. They don't want this to reach the public, so there is a government official above him to kind of keep everything as secure, to tie up any loose ends. And towards the end there, you have the prime minister, who obviously also knows about it. Like, he's doing his speech about something else entirely. He brings up some events that happened that may have put trolls in the public eye. They didn't. They're covering it up.
Mhm.
But at one point, he's talking about all these reports online, and the wording he uses, like, we all know there are trolls. But when he says that phrase specifically, the guy who's worked so hard to like cover it up just passes him this look, like, the 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 Jordan Peele like sweating thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He basically does that, and is just visibly freaking the fuck out while everyone else is calm and collected, and everyone
That's badass.
it's just like, you have this like, oh, we all know there are trolls, everything's fine. And you have this guy like, what do you mean there's trolls? Don't give it away, man. It's just,
I have done this so long, don't you dare.
don't fuck this up for me. But like, and that's towards the end of the movie, but most of the movie, it really does take everything seriously, and it does like how these different types of trolls, and how there's how you deal with each one, and like how what they eat, how to feed, how to get rid of them. There's one that it's actually a bridge troll. It's one of the highlight scenes of the movie. Uh, this one's out long enough that I think some spoilers I can get away with. So this one, I will say, is not giving away like the big things that happen later or the scary stuff, but it is kind of funny. Is there is a bridge troll, and to basically keep it under the bridge, like occasionally he'll do the Jurassic Park thing where they'll like lead a goat to it, just to, and yeah, and and sometimes he has to get like samples to make sure they're healthy, make sure they're not diseased, make sure, because he part of his job it is a preserve. When he goes up to it, he looks like the fucking juggernaut from uh Payday 2. Just that full ballistic outfit with some extra like iron padding, and like I swear he has like cookware on there as well. And just stumbles towards the troll with some industrial pliers. pulls off a little skin thing, and the troll's like, "What the fuck?" Takes a glance at him and just punts him out past the bridge, then goes back to eating the goat. It is so
Damn.
It is so goofy.
That is awesome.
Like the movies are treating this super serious tone, and like it's really interesting how it deals with just troll mythology and how seriously it takes it. And then every once in a while you'll get like a really goofy out there scene like that, and sometimes there are really tense moments like at the end or this cave scene. Like it is a found footage movie that takes full advantage of like these kids are filming a documentary about this guy, and some of this footage will likely be expunged, but then the guy basically the only reason he's agreeing to do this is because he's so sick and tired of this job. He's been doing it for so long. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. Make it public.
Kitty, what is one of your favorites?
I know this is like dumb to say because like I need to watch the original one that was based off Quarantine, which was the American remake of Wreck.
Oh.
I really liked
Okay.
that one. But then I heard it was like I guess an unnecessary remake kind of thing, because it was just basically done like 1-to-1. But I'll have to go and watch the original one. But yeah, it's the one that was you know it. It's where the TV like show, like it's all done from like the guy's perspective, like they're doing a reality show.
Oh wait. Is that like that apartment building? It's like the like
Yeah.
yeah.
And they go with like these I guess they're doing like a one on like for like the firemen and all that stuff, and they go to answer a call, and when they get there they're just answering like, yo, like, yeah, you know, this person, I guess, you know, either like had a heart attack or they were doing something weird or something like that. And then as it goes on, like you realize, oh, this is a fucking zombie virus and people are in here are infected, and we just got here at the ass end of it, and they're actually quarantining this now, and we can't get out.
Oh.
Ooh.
And it's all from the perspective of the camera operator.
Interesting.
Oh
Yeah, I
shit.
don't think I've ever seen that one or like the
I
adjacent
liked it.
to it, so
I liked it. A lot of people were like, the original one's better, and I'm like, okay, well, if it's 1-to-1, we'll see.
yeah.
I feel like found footage is one of those things where if you do it right, you get the right perspective, you got a good movie on your hand. And that sounds like a good perspective.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And would recommend it.
I suppose it'd be fitting if we talk about like I guess the thing that technically started this whole mess, Blair Witch.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well,
the first movie, good. The remake, I could live with that.
The remake kind of sequel kind of remake thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remakeable.
It was weird.
So I've heard. Here's the thing. When I watched Blair Witch the first time, I am who I am. Like I have this preference on movies. I'm thinking, oh boy, are we gonna see the witch? And I watched the movie, and look, I know it scared a lot of people. There are some just things that aren't as scary to me because I look at those and goes, well, that's just weird more than it is anything. That last scene where you just see that guy in the corner, I'm just thinking, why is he in the corner? That's weird. Why is that scary? Like it'd be scary if he was like hung up, but like he's just kind of ran into us and now he's in the corner. It's like, are you in timeout, buddy? That's just how I feel at that scene. However,
yeah. No, that's accurate though.
yeah, but however, there is like a soft confirmed theory that when I went to rewatch it, I don't know if it's hard confirmed. Either way, it's in my head canon. And it's technically hard to justify it as headcanon as long as that pseudo sequel exists, as long as that documentary about, because there is like a documentary in a lot of the Blu-rays where it's like a fake documentary where they interview people in town around the forest about the Blair Witch, and like there's a few little tidbits about background in there as well. Pretty cool. But the theory is that there is not and never was a witch, and this
Yes.
whole movie, this whole experience was all of the male characters basically taking the female camera lady to the woods to kill her. And if you watch from that perspective, the movie actually becomes scarier and it actually goes a long way to explain some of the really dodgy and kind of just weird behavior a lot of the guys are doing. And then even that last scene where the guy is in the corner, he's not trying to be scary or acting possessed. He's going to the corner and just trying to hype himself up because they're about to do it. He's
Oh, that's crazy.
like
Yeah.
if you look at it from that perspective, everything makes more sense, but the movie is scarier. So like
Yeah.
I would implore anyone rewatch Blair Witch and just tell yourself there is no witch and there never was a witch, and it becomes more unsettling.
Yeah. No, I can definitely agree with that.
Hmm.
Um, the premise for it, I think it's just interesting how they came up with the thought process for it.
Yeah. I mean, found footage as a concept, I'm not going to say it was inevitable in terms of making movies, but I feel like it's an easy one to come across because a lot of people are going to find cheap ways to make a movie, and but
Uh-huh.
of course all the best found footage movies are the ones that realize that look that don't look cheap or
Yeah.
like or take on a style. Like even though it's not my favorite, I don't love VHS. I'll probably get a Blu-ray of it because I think that is one of the better found footage movies because it has a committed style and it's actually using that whole VHS aesthetic. I wish I could have used it better for those choppy ass transitions, but that's whatever. Like Blair
Mhm.
Witch, it the vagueness is part of its strength, but I think it makes it too vague what it's trying to do while not really delivering too much shaky bullshit, too much
It
and
leaves a lot to be desired.
it leaves a lot to be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
desired. But Blair Witch walked, so a lot of later movies could run.
Yes.
Like I know one that I guess I have some thoughts on is Paranormal Activity.
Yep.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
I never watched any of those.
so
I've
the
seen one.
my brain does weird things. I watched the first one and I watched the third one. Now the first one I liked because it's a slow burn kind of movie, and the movie is smart enough to know that this is a slow burn, and once you start doing things, you gotta like pick it up and commit to it.
Yeah.
There is a scene, and part of it is I just like the day before watch these damn movies before I watch Paranormal Activity. It wasn't a preamble. It's just kind of how it worked. It just happened.
Yeah.
But there is a scene where they lay salt in front of their door, and you can
Hmm.
see in their little night camera something tracking footprints, but it's not human footprints. It's like these little three-toed demonic footprints, but they're not really that
Oh.
big. And I look at those and I'm thinking, there's a gremlin from Gremlins in their house.
There's a
That's what it is, dude.
I'm sorry. That's that's all I could think of in that scene because I could think, oh look, the little pitter patter of little penis feet. Look at there, but
Ah, little piece of feet.
like that's like the one thing because every other effect, everything is done well, and the first one I think was pretty good. Uh, the third one though, that's the one that I think like really nailed it because they had like that camera on a swivel that could just kind of go back and forth to scan this large area, and
Mhm.
they utilized everything you could do with that. Oh my gosh. Like because the fact that that camera's on a swivel, like oh, so you mean an easy transition? Look to the left, nothing. Look to the right, nothing. Or rather, you see the main character. Look to the left. Oh, you see something in a bed sheet. Oh, probably the kid who's been playing pranks on him. Look to the right. Oh, hey, the dad notices the girl's going like, oh, what are you doing, Tommy? Approach, scan to the left, following the dad, approaching the ghost. the sheet falls blank, all the lights flicker, and the chair and the table fucking flies across the room.
Jesus.
Yeah, like no, it utilizes every part of that, and I think it's so much better than the first one. It like it.
That's badass. You know, I like that.
Then maybe I need to watch more of them, is what I'm hearing.
I can't speak to the quality of the second one or anything after the third one. I've heard they're kind of a mixed bag, and it's like some are better than others. I've heard that actually 3 is one of the better ones, so I'm glad that's one I did see in theaters. And what helped is I saw it with a good horror crowd. You know,
Oh, good.
you know
That's important.
the good like
Mm-hmm.
the good horror crowds in theaters, the ones that when they're shutting the fuck up whenever like there's like light talking, and they're not like leaning over like, oh dude, wait for this scene. Like the good horror
Mm-hmm.
crowd that like when something scary happens, they're like, ah, and all like screaming use, and then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, and then just calm themselves back down. And then everyone got like it was
Not
like,
everyone like fucking laughing every 5 seconds because you have a crowd of teenagers watching it.
yes, oh my god, yes. uh like Paranormal Activity is good. Like there's a lot of found footage, and
Oh yeah. I would say another really good one is As Above, So Below.
ooh,
I have a lot of feelings about that one.
I have not seen that. I know
Ooh.
about it, and I know more than I think I should to really appreciate it. So I don't know if I'm ever going to watch it, because I
Mm,
here's the thing, I know that they're basically where they end up at the end and where they are and why they can't get out, and I feel bad because apparently that's like a twist at the end, and like oh no, I know the
yeah.
movie, and I'm so oh I
Yeah.
it's the thing. If you already know like generally the end of something, no matter how much you try, it's going to be impossible to enjoy it. That's why I am so I'm very restrictive on like I don't do spoilers. I don't mind telling you a few
Yeah.
little funny scenes here in the beginning if it's an older movie, but if you like in general, just watch the trailer, go see the movie. Like there's
Hmm.
if I spoil the experience for you, that's just gonna make me look like an asshole and make it so you can never enjoy it. Like that's how it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And as of So Below, I wasn't even trying to get spoiled. I blame the internet for this bullshit. But it just seemed that when talking about this movie, when I was looking at trailers for it, like just for some reason, every little side thing, comment, article was like, by the way, they're here, and this happens for some fucking reason, and just
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah. That's just wrong. Um, Kitty, have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think is one of your favorite parts from it?
Um. I'm done. Which one were we talking about again?
As Above, So Below?
Oh. Oh. No, I haven't seen that one. Sorry.
Oh,
I thought we were still
okay.
on the other. I thought we were still on the other one.
Nope.
So that's the one where they're in France, right? In the
Yeah,
creepy ass
they're in the
catacombs.
catacombs. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I know of that one. I did not watch that one though.
you should.
I'm pretty sure I watched James D. Janice's Dead Meat thing on it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ah,
I
But
try
I
to
mean,
okay.
I try to
I'll still
avoid.
watch
Yeah.
it
If it's a
because I know that's one of the better found footage movies.
yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it was really well filmed because you get the feel like you're in the caves with them.
Very
Because we know a
claustrophobic.
lot of horror movies do take place in caves. That's just
Mhm.
a trope that has happened for years. But like having it be where you're in the person's eye and seeing all these things playing out,
Caves.
it's kind of just like, especially in a historical spot like the catacombs where it's very famous
Yes.
and you know it's there, like it's something that actually does exist.
and plus they weren't able to access like most of it, but
No,
they did film in the Paris
in
catacombs.
the yes, and you can tell because
That's
you
better.
know, if you're watching, what's a good example? Like Indiana Jones,
Mhm.
when they're filming in the temples and stuff, you can tell it's been set up that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like it's clearly a set.
Yeah. But like in this, even if it is a set scene, you can't really tell because they blended it so well.
Okay.
Honestly, Sam, even though you have been spoiled, I think you would still like the filmology of it, even if you don't like really care
Yeah.
about the story.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it at some point. Like it bugs me that it there's a lot of horror movies that like I maybe wanted to watch, but now I can't just because the internet is the internet. I the just the spoilers were thrusted in my face. One is As Above, So Below. A more recent examples is Smile.
See, I haven't been spoiled on that.
Don't
I
look up
still do.
I
anything
unfortunately have, but that's only because I had to work at a movie theater.
in.
Oh,
And
that's
annoying
unfortunate.
kids I had to go in and make sure weren't fucking around were there.
Man, that's the kind of ending that I would have loved to just experience blind, dude.
Watching that scene in the theater was crazy though, because I was like, what? That scared the fuck out of me when it happened, man.
They're like, oh, it's a movie about a weird smile paranormal. What the fuck? It's
Oh yeah, it's such a good yeah.
Okay. I guess that's what I want to talk about. You mentioned caves. Oh,
Yep.
I can make a few enemies. I have a hot take on movies in general. So, you know the movie The Descent?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Good movie. Not that good. And
But everyone said it's the best thing ever made.
I don't care. I'm sorry.
It's
That
a
look,
fine movie.
it's good. It's just every time I hear a reviewer talk about The Descent, I swear I hear them just like, this is one of the best found footage horror. This is one of the best horror movies ever. It's so profound. It's so deep. And like I was like, it's okay. It's good. It's like part of it is
Yeah,
it's
it's a fine movie.
yeah. It's how it. The other part of it is if a character does something knowingly stupid, it's hard for me to really get behind them.
Uh-huh.
And these characters from the outset do things that I'm just like, why am I rooting for you, dumbasses? Just like, oh, we're gonna go to a cave trip.
Mm.
Hey, should we go to this cave that's not part of our routine, has been unexplored? Yeah. Hey, there's blood at the bottom of this cave, and we'll probably have no way back up if we go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what what stupid bug infected this whole, like, did they have to go down and there's no movie or some shit? What the fuck? Like, it's like I can't, like, there's in the back of my mind watching The Descent, I just feel like y'all are just y'all did this to yourselves.
Yeah.
But what
I
have
mean,
you?
I feel like that's a lot of horror movies, though, if we're going to be 100% honest.
Yeah, look, I
Where
know,
it's like, you definitely should have thought about that before you did that.
and I know more people are just dumb, but like, I guess the more deliberate the stupid decision is, and the more obvious the stupid decision is, the harder it is for me to have like some level of just suspension of disbelief. Like, I mean, I watch Godzilla movies. Suspension of disbelief comes easy for me. It's just hard with Descent. It's just, like there is, and one thing, and I told this to Lex, it's not a found footage movie, but there's a movie called The Cave that came out in the early 2000s. I consider The Cave so much fucking better than The Descent. And the cave's fucking
Cave.
and the cave is fucking stupid.
The
No, it's
cave.
the cave.
You get this fucker out of here. I don't give a fuck about your free views. I
Yeah,
don't want no cheap viewers.
yeah,
These fuckers pay
Yeah.
us. You kidding me? I don't need to buy my view. The fuck?
yeah. Like
Idiot. Get the fuck out of here. Suck
like
my dick.
yeah. My hot my hot
Continue.
yeah, my hot take is the that early 2000s movie The Cave that people like, I'm guarantee you everyone we knew would watch this movie and goes, damn, this is pretty fucking stupid. I firmly stand by that. That's better than The Descent. And part of it is it's the people involved are there for a reason and actually act like they know what they're fucking doing. It's like, oh, who are we bringing to this unexplored cave? Oh, professional cave divers that actually map out these unexplored caves for a living and have all these tools to make sure everything's go happens safely. Cool. the well, he got the disparaging part of his cheap
And then
stock.
they still get fucked.
Yeah, yeah, no, they get fucked. And the other side of it is, and I get this from my friends partially, but I'm a bit of a lore nut, and whenever like I see like all these new creatures, I do ask myself like, "Ooh, but what does it eat? How does it live there? Like, I want to know about this thingy. Ooh, how does this little ecosystem? How does everything survive?" And the cave kind of goes over a lot of that, and the descent, it kind of has two explanations. Like, oh, they're blind and they stay in the cave, except when they come out to hunt deer. Wait, hold on, if they come out to hunt deer, why are they blind if they can come out of the cave? Like, that just means they have poor eyesight, not no eyesight. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like it's
They know deer
so
are stupid.
deer are
I
fast,
don't know.
dude. But that's the thing. I there are some movies that I get unreasonably nitpicky on little details. I know The Descent is a good movie, but because like there's little things in there where I'm just really trigger my actually, so I just like I don't know why, but there's like little things that would just like trigger my like my irk. So I just see The Cave
Mhm.
is better than The Descent. Like,
Fair enough.
deers are fast
Solid.
as yeah, deers are fast. I see shine
I
headlights on them.
understand it.
Yeah, I know. I think that's the last thing I wanted to talk about is found footage. You have anything else you wanted to add?
No, I mean, I never like watched. Found footage was never like my favorite. I always kind of got over. I didn't like the whole found footage thing we had back in the day.
It was a fad,
But
but
that was me
yeah,
being like, oh, that's too cool for me. Blah blah blah. I liked real horror movies, kind of guy. I need to go back and watch them now that I'm a bit older. And I could probably maybe appreciate them a bit more.
definitely watch some. Like it was a fad. There was a lot of, and it's now easy to pick out which ones are just there because they're made for cheap and they're just trying to follow the fad. But there are
Mhm.
some that I do think that they're trying something, that they're like trying to do a little bit of something with this medium, and like there are some that are good. There are some that are good. Hey, it's not my favorite movie. Watch The Descent. It's a lot of people like it. It is technically a good movie. Did you watch the? We can talk about the new Death Battle later, Crimson. But no, but found footage. It is bad, but there's a few. There's a few gems in there.
Okay.
Yeah. You got anything else to add there,
Yeah.
Lex?
Oh, no, I think as far as found footage, I know it's not really your guys' cup of tea. I really enjoy it just because I really like the paranormal aspects of it. Um, but it's okay. It's not every film is gonna impact everybody. Just like we talked about with Monkey and uh VHS. Those weren't up my alley, but you guys enjoy them. Well, I'm sure Kitty will enjoy the Monkey. I have no doubt.
Oh yeah,
The
no.
monkey.
If you liked *Malignant*, you will love *The Monkey*. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That sounds good to me.
I think
But
that brings us to our bit of a conclusion. And
yeah,
before we get to the wheel, thank you all for joining me today. Thank you both for sitting with me to talk about found footage and whatever all the other tangents we were doing.
Oh, thank you more.
If you love
yeah,
the
thank you.
gorilla, you'll love the monkey. But I guess that brings us to, and I'm excited to bring out the wheel. We add some new things. We were joking about this before. No, Griffin, you can't escape it. The topics today, there's movie monsters, Scrimblo or Gungy. where we're going to go across movie monsters and we're going to decide once and for all if they're Scrimblo or if they are Gungy. No, I will not be expanding upon that. Then we have Adam Sandler comedies. Not much else there. It's just Adam Sandler comedies. There's some that are good.
Anyways.
Classic Universal monsters. It's a little different than the one above it. This is strictly the Universal movies, like the black and white ones.
Yeah, I don't think Adam Sandler was in any Universal monster movies.
Yeah.
No.
Although I would like to see Adam Sandler meets the Wolfman. Hey there, Mr. Wolfman. What? Oh, goodness.
And they just pivots hard in the R rating as it like rips someone's face off like really graphically.
God. We have a Kino intro to Tokusatsu. That's going to stay on the wheel for a while because I want to get BP on here, and I think we can just talk shop about Toku for a little bit.
Tokuboku.
Yeah. And plus, of course, I like Power Rangers. Let me have this.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you like Power
I
Rangers?
like Power Rangers. And we have.
Do you like Power Rangers?
I like Power Rangers.
Do you like Power Rangers?
No.
Do stop, quit.
We have hand-drawn Disney films. Like eventually, it's gonna land there. Eventually, it's gonna land there. Eventually. Then we're going to talk about a topic that it's not really movie related. Novelty theater merch, because it's on the rise, and that'd be a fun thing to talk about, like the Dunes popcorn bucket, the forbidden fleshlight. Yeah, it makes that sound.
That noise.
And then, of course, Jaws. Just the Jaws movies. I'm gonna start adding more just weird, overt, or like if it's about a movie franchise, like something hyper specific, like the Jaws movies or classic Universals, things that we could. There is like a set number of like 5 or 6 movies we could talk about. I'm gonna start poking these into the list with like odd, weird categories. And of course, last we have the guest decides, and if it lands on that, Lex, you will decide among the other 7 what our next topic will be.
Oh, okay.
And so far, it's not rigged. It has landed on guest decides before. So far, we've had it's landed for Mr. Chacaron, and for Trey, it's landed there for Chacaron, and it's landed there for Draco Schmidt. I was trying to think of his username. So yeah.
Schmako.
But without further ado, let us spin the wheel.
Beep beep bop.
Where will it go?
Beep beep bop.
What's gonna be on the line? Classic monsters. Okay.
Oh,
nice.
Frick.
No, that's fitting. We need to do this first before we talk about if they're Scrimblo or Gungy.
This is true.
It's true.
It's true.
He ain't lying.
Yeah. So yeah, classic Universal monsters. Honestly, the lead up, because the next episodes are basically going to be September, October. I might just fill this with just a whole bunch of Halloween type themes. Because let's be real, spooky season goes on from now till October ends.
Spooky season.
Yep. So we'll consider this to the mild kickoff of spooky season.
Hell yeah.
I might actually know someone that might know a bit about classic Universal monsters. I might, get on there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe. All I know is I think most of these are on streaming. Here, let me switch back over to that, and I'm going to look and see. Stream.
I've seen a lot of them on Tubi, I think.
I believe so.
Tubi, my beloved.
Peacock. Okay, so they're split around. So
Okay.
there's a lot on Tubi. Netflix has some, but then whatever's not on Netflix, it seems you could find on Peacock and Prime. According to this, well, Peacock having most. Yeah, Peacock is the primary. Fantastic. All
Peacock.
Right. I'll see if I can get a free trial to Peacock because I have some on DVD. Like I think I have, I have the Creature from the Black Lagoon and the Mummy ones, but I need to rewatch classic Dracula. But that'll be next time.
Yeah.
Golden,
Yeah.
yes, the golden age
But
of
thanks
monsters.
for having me, guys.
Of course, thank you for being here.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching and indulging in my poor correct opinions. And
Mhm. In my correct opinions.
yeah,
In my ultra correct opinions.
yep.
All right. No. Yes, you're right.
Remember, all opinions expressed on the Kino Corner are correct, except when they're not.
Yes. And we will figure that out during Scriblo versus Gungy.
Yes, we will.
Scrimblo versus Gungy. And then eventually we'll also do Pokemon Smash or Pass, but instead of Smash or Pass, it's Pokemon Scrimblo or Gungy. Dude, that is for later. Goodbye, everybody.
Wow.
Bye.